Hello, how you doing today? We are here with Rina, one of our Russian friends and fans, and your fans and family, want to know how you're handling this very, very difficult time in our world right now. So, I got a whole bunch of questions I'd like to ask you from your fans. Let's go with number one. What part of Russia do you live, and are you close to the border?
First, I have to warn you that my smile is not because I'm happy or I have a fun, just because a defensive reaction of my body. And secondly, thanks for invitation. It was unexpected, but I think it's right now it's the right thing. So about your question, I live in Moscow. That's my cat. I live in Moscow. It's the capital of this country, but it's quite geographically distant from the border with Ukraine. But my mom lives in my hometown of Voronezh, and this city very close to Kharkov in Ukraine. She sees with her own eyes the number of refugees and often her planes every day. And my grandmom lived in the uh, DPR, DNR in Russia, but fortunately at the time of the beginning of this horror, she was with my mom in Voronezh, and she has no plans to return it.
Are your family safe, or are they refugees too?
Yeah, they safe right now, but so scary and so tired about of this.
Yeah, I know. You probably don't sleep much, do you? So, how has have you? Let me see. How has the shutdown of social networks affected you? You had a whole bunch of social media shutdowns, correct?
Mm, yeah, first of all, I can't fully work all my work. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Spotify, contents, playlists, announcements, and releases. I'm limited in everything. I hardly keep in touch with with my friends in Ukraine, of whom I have a lot, because Russian social networks don't work for them. Thanks God, we have there is Telegram. Secondly, Swift, NFC, and PayPal have been disabled for us. We can't make payments in many areas. It also affects work and life in general. When I went to the rally, I go to the center of Moscow, but by train. I couldn't buy a ticket using my phone pay, and I can't get cash at an ATM. I also can no longer make a donation in Ukraine or to um, uh, charitable organizations. No, all these things are limiting for the entire population of the country, most of whom are not involved in what is happening. People lived an ordinary life. They didn't want to harm anyone, and suddenly they were locked in a cage, and everything was forbidden. Why or what? I don't get it. I don't know.
Yeah, either does anybody else. So your anxiety levels must be pretty high, correct? You know, with your family, with everybody, your friends, and being that you can't, well, you could leave the house, but you can't really, you know, have a life, correct?
Yeah.
So
I
you,
I I can't live my past life, my normal life.
yeah,
Uh,
it's got to be hard because you're so close, you know, to everything that's going on. Like here in America, you really don't even know that anything has changed. Only what you hear on the news.
Many people boycotted Russia, but um, in their understanding, they did it to bad to government, and in the end, they did bad to the entire population of the country. People are losing their jobs, shops and entire chains closing, supplies and stopping. Not only stores in shopping mall have closed, but also dealer office, online purchase impossible. Aggregators are losing momentum. For example, now in Russia, such companies as Apple Pie, Adidas, Audi, Adobe, BBC, Coca-Cola, Chevrolet, Disney, Dropbox, Facebook, Twitter, Visa, Intel, MasterCard, Mercedes, Netflix, Nike, PayPal, PlayStation, Samsung, Spotify, Warner Brothers, WebMoney have completely stopped working, and this is only a small part. This is only a small part. Imagine how many people work in this corporation in our country. They are absolutely not involved in what is happening, but is one day they lost their jobs and income. McDonald's and KFC have also closed their restaurants in whole country, and I don't suffer from it. I eat at home, but imagine the scale of losses. It's so strange. It's so crazy. It's thousands and millions people losing their jobs.
That's crazy. Yeah, I know it's only going to get worse. That's for sure. So what are the Russian people? What are they trying to do to stop this?
Oh,
There's really not much you could do.
everyone I know, all the friends of my friends, we are doing everything possible in our power. This is a dissemination of information. There's a petition signature. There's a donation, and of course we go to rallies. 4 of my friends have already been detained, tried, and fined. But we aren't afraid. Although there are very few who aren't afraid. The police in Russia are um, not there to protect citizens, but to keep them at bay and protect the interest of Putin and his friends. Nothing more. We can suppress them with numbers, but the Russians have been intimidated for a very long time. Few people will risk um, going to riot against the police. Nobody wants to go to jail.
No.
Only the braves come out to the rally, like me or my friends. Yeah? And I'm proud of every such person. Unfortunately, this is not enough, and it almost doesn't affect anything. Even those hundreds of thousands of people who come to rallies in Europe cannot stop all this. We didn't elect this uh, president. Our voices are not taken into account. No one listens to us. I don't think he can be overthrown peacefully, and there is not enough courage for revolution. Not enough. So we live among this shit, and Wake up, something doing, go to the bed, wake up, and among this shit.
Do it all again and again and again.
Yes.
So, what would you like to tell the world about the Russian people and what they really stand for?
Oh,
A lot of people think, now, oh, the Russians are bad people, but people like you have so much love in your heart.
um, for real, I don't know what will be appropriate to say it. I don't have a clue. Seriously. Fortunately, we are not all bad. Russian people are open-minded. They like to receive guests. They are funny. They know how to have fun. They know how to work. They know how to be honest and loyal. But unfortunately, not everyone is like that. Yes, it is. I can judge for the whole country, but by virtue of my profession, I know very, very, very many people, and they are all good. Here in Russia, women, oh, you can't even imagine how strong we are in spirit, how selfless we are. Very hard to break us mentality. Look at me. I'm divorced. I have a son, 8 years old. I don't live in my apartments, but I take care of big house. I have 2 jobs. I write scripts for podcasts and negotiate with artists. I have been struggling with depression for a long time. I'm mom, I'm sister, friend, colleague, assistant concert organization, moderator, editor, cook, merch store administrator, psychologist, and I'm alone. In global sense, I do all these things alone. Russian women are invisible. But if you offend us, if you touch unimportant chord of the soul, then you can break into pieces or cause anger that has not yet seen before.
Well, that's why they have International Women's Day. Strong women.
Yeah,
Okay,
like
so
this.
do you guys have curfews?
What?
Curfews. Do you have to be in your house at a certain?
Um, mm, I'm not sure. They wanted to mobilize us. Then they wanted to declare martial law, but none of this happened. All I saw was military. What is military equipment of the roads last week.
Oh,
It is unclear where they were going and why, but we also faced the departure from the city. Let's say I can fly home to my mom. I curfew will not be imposed because it's not a coronavirus and not a lockdown. Have you noticed have abruptly everyone forgot about the coronavirus, as if it was cured and longer exists?
yeah. Coronavirus is gone. It's gone. That's fun.
Absolutely.
That is hilarious. So, what helps you through your most difficult times? That's one question a lot of your fans and friends had to ask.
Hmm, what? I don't know. Uh,
Do you listen to music? Do
uh,
you go? Do you draw? Do you art? Do you art? What helps you get through the hard times?
Only the support of dear people. Honestly, I'm holding on with all my mind just because close people communicate with me. I have two best friend. I have two colleagues, a son and a cat. Yeah,
A cat. Yay.
Without communication with those who are dear for me, I can go crazy. It's so important in this time.
Yeah, no, you need friends, someone you could talk to, get things off your chest. But you were telling me, that you cry a lot, but you put a smile on your face, but the smile's not real.
I'm not sure.
You know, that's hard.
I have a lot anxiety, have a lot anger. Um, in our country we have so much concerns propaganda. You know, unless we were faced with the fact that we saw how many people with brainwashed from the TV. Our regions are very poorly developed, and a very large number of older people tend to believe only TV or newspapers. They are absolutely sure that Putin is doing everything right. When I hear it, I'm in shock. They see nothing but their village, poverty, and state beliefs that everything is supposedly fine. They don't know what is beyond the boundaries of their view. And that's why they don't worry about everything. They're somewhere out there, far away, and they think that's. Mm, that they will not be affected by the consequence. So they will touch everyone, and adequate population able to think critically and filter information is in state of anxiety, stress, and important anger permanently. None of us know what will happen tomorrow, what will happen in a week, what awaits us, and what to prepare for. We are like blind kitten. We just follow the development of events, and what the fuck, in shock. Anxiety for the future, for our children, for our jobs, for our opportunity not to live but to exist in this country.
It,
Yeah,
it's every, it's everywhere right now. America, the gas prices are going crazy. Where it's yeah, it's no good. It's no good. We don't know what's going on either, and everything affects everybody. So this isn't. Hopefully, this all comes to an end soon, and we could get a new variant of Corona.
consider.
We want Corona back.
Yeah, I would like. I would like, really. Considering that now the whole world is against us, our firms in general, everything, we are left with an empty market and unemployment, and this generates internal crime. And we have also a lot of migrant workers who will also lose their jobs now and take to the streets, start robbing and raping. It's getting very unsafe on our streets, on our cities, and you know, so strange and scary time.
Yeah. Well, your friends, your fans, and I'm sure your family wish you the best. And we thank you for taking your time to talk and tell us about your feelings. And we hope that your heart stays gold and your smile stays wide. And we hope nothing but the best for you.
Thanks so much. If you have any question, I know.
No, well, I'm done. I don't. That was perfect. This was a great conversation, and it means a lot that you spoke to us and
Come on, how about protest?
huh? You want to talk about protests?
Why
How,
not?
how many protests have you been to?
I think not enough.
Not enough?
Of course, because as I have already said, there is a lot of propaganda. A lot of people are sure that everything that's happening is right. But how can you call what is happening a special operation? Come on, rackets, explosions, bullets, the collapse of houses and bridges, the deaths of not of adults but also children, ordinary citizens. Come on, people, this is war. This is a really war. Cruel, bloody, with pain and tears. I will punch anyone in the face who says this is not a war. And that's destruction and all this it's not normal.
No, not at all. So, oh God, do I got any more questions?
Yeah.
I think I ran out of questions.
How does it personally affect me?
Yeah. Yeah, but you took. Oh, listen, if you got questions, I know I got a whole bunch. I just put them in orders. Yeah. So how has this affected you? You know, you said it doesn't make you feel good.
I hardly sleep. I communicate a lot in Telegram with Ukrainian teenagers, with Ukrainian people, and provide psychological assistance to their who are experiencing panic attacks, anxiety, or just sitting in a bunker and afraid. You know, that's why I don't sleep much. I'm a strong empath, and I pass all the information through myself.
Okay.
It's just communicate, but then I can't eat steadily. I forgot because of this. I have cramps in my stomach, and for several days I have a fever. Also, I'm not sick. I can't work because my head is overloaded and I can't focus on tasks. My strength is running out, but I understand that the people who are there are 10 times worse.
Yeah.
I sympathize with them, but I don't want to experience victim syndrome. I'm here. I'm doing the best I can, and I'm trying to move on with my life. I really hope that end. It will end soon, and the blood will stop spilling.
Okay. Well, we all hope the best for you. We really do.
About question from Instagram, I saw some people text to me. Victoria's question is where can she relax by the sea in Russia? Uh, can I answer here in Russian right now? I
Go
think
ahead.
it will be even easier for her.
Go ahead. That's fine.
Я видела вопрос Виктории. Ты говорила, что ты живешь в ДНР и хотел бы побывать в России на море. Ты можешь поехать на побережье между Геленджиком и Сочи. Джубга, Креница, любые небольшие поселки вдоль этой линии. Я там часто бывала, это хорошие места. Еще неплохой отдых в Анапе, особенно Белая шляпа. Во всех этих местах чистое море и хороший сервис. Так что, если у тебя будет такая возможность, приезжай обязательно и отдохни. And Ashley's question stumped me. I don't have any free time. I used to read a lot, study Spanish, and need things to order. For the last 4 or 5 years, I have no opportunity and no such freedom. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
That's all my answer for people.
This has been fantastic, Rina.
You think? Do you think?
I think you speak Russian very better than English.
Of course.
Yes, but you do speak amazing in English. And thank you for trying so hard. I know you said you prepared a lot and practiced, and you know what, you did a fantastic job, and I'm sure everybody out there will agree with me.
In conclusions, I want to say make love and music, not war.